guys doing? Joe and I have been getting a few questions on throw ball, and so I wanted to do a little throw ball 101 today. Field a couple questions you guys been giving us on throwing throw balls, storing the line, tying the ball on. So here we go. Take the tag end of your line.
Just speak as loud as you can.
Tag end of your line. Just tie an overhand knot and loop it over. All right. Tie a simple overhand knot. That's it. That's all you need to start. Because this is going to tie your ball to the line. It's simple. Easy on, easy off. Take the loop it through the eye, and over the bag. That's it. That's all you do. And then you just reverse it whenever you want to take it off. Same thing. Keep it slack, come over the bag. Real simple. That's where you're not tying knots. You're not tying knots and then untying knots. Keep it simple. That's it. Now, as far as throwing this, I know a lot of you guys have been putting your frustrations online. I know, throwing it, I can't get it over. That's the hardest thing.
It's the hardest thing for me.
It is. The climbing part is actually the easiest. Throwing this, like anything else, it's practice, you know? You're not going to go out and, first time throw a football good, throw a baseball, you know what I mean?
Yep.
The more you do it, the more consistent you're going to get at it. So but what I do anyway is I take the line and I just take a bite of the line, right? And I bring it back through the eye. Okay? And that's how I throw.
Do that one more time.
Okay. So I take a bite of line, go right through the eye. Just loop it through the eye, grab the end of it, right? That's your starting point for throwing. So basically I'll have it over my fingers, and I'll put the main line over my fingers as well. And that's where you're starting off. So when you start off, and then that comes right out. As that goes over the limb, that loop will pull out, and you just have the one that's tied on the eye. Okay? Same thing. Go through the eye,
Loop it over the top of your finger, and
over
then
top of your fingers, and then you got to practice with it, like anything else. You know, just throw it a couple times, right over the limb.
I've always found that throwing the throw ball is the hardest part, and you hit it every time, first time. It's
yeah, well, you know what?
You've been doing it for a long time.
But there's a lot of times I always say when we used to throw this in the tree industry that you either hit it the first time or the 51st time. So practice is always better. But all right, now you're over the limb. Something real simple too, or just a quick tip for you guys that are starting out with this throwing the throw ball. Start at like a 10-foot limb. Start at 10 feet. Just consistently throw that 10 foot, and go to the next limb.
Like a basketball.
Like anything else, right?
Yep.
It's practice, man. Because I tell you, I can get days where I can throw this thing and it's like, everything, I can't hit it.
Yep.
Sometimes I get so frustrated and I'll just forget it.
You know what the thing is too? You got to remember, in a hunting situation, it's not like with you in the tree industry where you're throwing at 50, 60 feet.
That's
Hunting, we're going maybe most of the time you're trying to hit a target limb that's somewhere around 30 feet, right?
Right.
Yeah. So 30 feet's not that far.
That's right, exactly. It really isn't. To throw these, it's not. You can get really proficient. And I'll tell you, we used to throw these 50, 60, 70. I've seen guys throw these 80 feet.
Yeah.
Get a rocket for an arm, But,
Yep.
But that's it. And as far as storing it, once you pull your line over the limb, okay.
Yeah, this is another thing that some guys spoke about on some of the comments on our videos is, how to store it, because if you look, you look on the ground, I mean, right here, we're in a lawn, but, when you're in the woods, it could be like, there's brush and debris around, so
and it does, it gets,
you can get it all tangled up.
You can get hung up on things and get so frustrated, and like I said, the more times you use this, the easier it's going to become. But anyway, as far as getting your line back in the bag, I've always found it. I put just a simple carabiner on through the eye of this, hook it onto your saddle, right? So as you're pulling line, you get a bunch of line here. Shoot. easier. And the thing is with these lines too, the more you throw these lines over a limb, the more you pull them over limbs, you erase the memory of the line. You know, so it's not always caught, because it comes off of a spool.
Yeah.
You know, think of it like fishing line. When, you know, the first
Right.
time you throw a cast, you get a bird's nest. You're like, oh my God.
Yep.
The more you use this over limbs, keep pulling it, you're like, actually, you're milking the line. And you take all the memory right out of it. It just ends up being somewhat static. Doesn't knot up. But anyway, getting back to this, right? I keep it right here at my hip, so it's real. And then just, all I do is just feed it back into the bag.
Just right on top of each other.
Right on back, right on. Yeah, because when I throw it, it'll deploy.
It'll deploy this.
You know,
Yeah.
yeah, sometimes you will get a bird's nest and stuff, but like I said, the more you use it, the less that's going to happen.
Right. So it's actually a good idea to practice a lot pre-season, so that you don't have you want those tangles before it. And
Right, exactly. You know, again,
but even when we were out there in the woods, like I didn't even have any problems with the tangles. You got to remember, like I said, we don't typically go that high. So
right. And then you'll get in certain areas. Some areas have a lot of briars and prickles.
Yeah, that could be a pain.
And yeah, believe me, I feel your pain because I go through it too, and it can be frustrating, especially, you know, all you want to do is get up that tree as fast as you can. And,
yeah.
and you're sitting there and you're messing around with throw ball line, you know. But like anything, you just got to keep practicing. You know, the more you practice, the more efficient you become at it.
This is why we like to do as many presets as possible. If you can get out in the preseason or postseason and do your scouting, then throw your throw ball and, you know, beforehand, and leave your loop in the tree, you know, you could alleviate a lot of that stuff. If you're going to go in someplace blind and, you know, you're going to be completely, totally mobile and run and gun, get in first time, you know, then you just want to get good at this and practice before you get out there. You don't want to be, you know, learning while you're under the gun, you know.
Right. Yeah, my first setup with I had a hawk helium in the sticks, and I just, you know, been climbing trees. I can climb a set of sticks, no problem.
Yeah.
I went on my first run and gun, you know. I got there in the morning and
Stumbling around.
Oh my God, I made more noise,
Yeah.
more mistakes.
Yeah.
And I kept saying, you know, watching guys on videos going, you know, one time up the tree.
Yep.
You know, tie this on, tie that on, you know, so you're one trip up the tree.
Yeah.
Yeah. Turned into 4 trips up the tree.
Yep.
I made so much noise, forget it.
Yeah, so it's like no matter what you do, you want to
Right.
you want to practice.
You want to practice with everything, right? Anything, you know, when we had climbing stands, you would never,
Oh yeah.
you'd never go out in the dark without climbing.
Right,
The first
right.
time, and forget it. It was a disaster.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's storage of the throw line, and then of course this will go right in your pack.
Yeah.
You know, I don't leave it on my belt. It's just there just to make it easier to put it back in the bag.
They sell those pouches in West Spur, right?
Yeah, you can get these. That's where I bought them.
Yeah, and they're pretty cheap.
This is a small, and that's why I say I only put 100 feet of line in here. You don't need any more than that. I mean, you could literally go down to 75 feet of it.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes I want to hit a higher limb, just because it makes it easier when I'm doing the DRT method in my saddle. You always want to be at a higher limb anyhow, because you got more of a pivot. It's going to be easier to get around the tree.
Yeah.
But yeah, I keep 100 feet of line in this. You can go, this is a small, you can go up to a medium. It'll give you a little bit more room. It probably would be a little quicker, you know, putting it away. But this works for me. So, give it a try. Let me know if you guys got any more questions. Just hit us up. You know, we're here to answer all your questions. Make it somewhat relatively pain-free.
Yeah,
Just
and
get out there and practice, man. Practice, because hey, guys, the season's right around the corner. You know, we're getting close now, man. We're almost in September. You know, we got good bucks showing up. We're getting anxious, man, like you. You know, we can't wait to get out there.
All right, sounds good. All right, guys, good luck. If you have any questions, just post them in the comments section. And you know, even if some guys ask for us to make videos, it's not too easy for us to make videos all the time because we try to get together every weekend, but we are listening to what you're asking for. And if there's something, we get a couple of questions from a couple of guys, we'll try to put something together and help you out as much as we can.
Definitely.
All right. Good luck.
Good luck, guys.